This video is for adult viewers only. Thank you very much. Hello! A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. It all started off with 3 films. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. The original ones. These are the special editions. I loved them when I was little. I used to watch them hundreds of times. Loved them. And I always will. I remember having a Chewbacca figure and a Nikto figure, and then my dad had some Kenner figures, and I was hooked. I loved them. And I remember there was like toy and train fairs at my school, secondary school. So I think I was in year 7 and 8, the first 2 years at my secondary school, I believe. Yeah, I think it was around there, when I was about 10 or 11, 10, 11. And I remember a couple of memories there. So on one of them, I went in, paid my entry fee, so you got paid to go into my school. I was looking around the some of the Star Wars items there, and then just at the entrance there, I remember a Wampa being there as well, was one of them. And I walked on, and the man noticed I was looking, and he said, "Are you interested in Darth Vader?" I turned around, and it was a jaw-dropping moment. I saw Darth Vader, this figure, with a lightsaber down like that. I had to have him. £1.50. So I paid £1.50 for this Darth Vader. This is the most sentimental figure in my whole collection, Star Wars collection. Absolutely amazing. So very special figure, because I remember that. I remember when I bought it, and after I bought this, I went down the steps towards the main hall. On the rail of the stairs, there was a biscuit tin with a load of loose figures in. I remember I picked out Chief Chirper, Ewok, and Jedi Luke Skywalker, 50p each, so I bought those. Went in the hall, and then came back out. That's all I bought. So I didn't actually buy anything in the main hall, but it's just a memory of getting that one. Was a special moment, so that's a very special figure to me. And another one of those toy and train fairs at my school, I remember I was looking at this Kenner 1980s AT-AT Walker, and I was looking at it, opened this down, and it said £15. I can still see the £15 sign there. And there was a £10 one, that's not there now. And you saw I was looking at it. This is me, a little boy. And I don't know what he said exactly, but he knew I wanted it. He said, "How much do you have?" And I said I had about £5. And he said, "You can have it for £5. Wow! So I got that for £5. Probably the biggest bargain I've ever done. And this is a very sentimental piece, because I remember buying it, that memory. And when I was walking out with my dad to walk home, and there was a guy coming the other way, and he said, "Oh, I wanted that." Brilliant. But it's just that memory of getting that. That's absolutely fantastic. So very sentimental, great memory. And then I remember in the shops, the Power of the Force figures that came out when the special edition films came out. I saw those in the cinema, and that they had the Power of the Force figures that came out in the mid-90s, so 95, 96, 97. And I remember buying some in the shops, and there was a shop in my town that was there a couple of years. So me and my friend, I got him into Star Wars, he got me into Buffy, introduced me to Buffy, but more on that in the Buffy video. We basically used to go down there most Saturdays, and sometimes after school. We used to go down there because we got on really well with the owner, and we used to buy loads of Power of the Force figures. So Power of the Force. So I used to buy Power of the Force figures and Phantom Menace. I don't think any of these ones I got there, but we used to get we used to buy Power of the Force, Phantom Menace. And I never saw Phantom Menace at cinema, but I remember lots of memorabilia for it and the figures in that shop. We bought loads of those, and he had a load of Kenner as well, load of the old Kenner, and there was loads of them, box Kenner, loose Kenner. We just couldn't afford them at the time because they were so expensive. We did get some of the loose ones because they were like in bags, and they may have not had the weapons with them. No, they didn't have the accessories, it was mainly just the figure, and they're like £1, £2, £3, like that. So we used to buy some of those, but we couldn't buy complete ones. But I remember we did, I don't go too in depth because I don't want the video to be too long, but this is the history of my collecting on Star Wars in the past and up to now. So basically, we did trade once in there. I traded a load of Power of the Force figures because we wanted to get a carded Star Wars figure, a Kenner one. And I remember, for me, I had some Power of the Force figures. I went home, got some more, came back, and he offered me a Snowtrooper on a Jedi card, and I remember saying, "Yeah, but that was he was in The Empire Strikes Back, not Return of the Jedi." But then my friend said, "What about the B-wing pilot with the coin?" Ah, yeah, because that was the one I wanted originally. So he had this one, and basically, I think it was £50 he had it on, but he was going to knock it back up to 75. I think he said that. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he let me have it for that trade with those Power of the Force figures, and there it is. My first box Kenner figure, and I was so chuffed with that. And it's got the coin as well, so another special piece because I remember that as well. I remember getting it there. That was my first one as well, so very special piece, that. Awesome. When I got a job, that shop had gone, so I missed out because I could have got a load of the old Kenner boxed figures, but it had gone, so I couldn't get any, which was a shame. Another thing, with my friend who I used to go to that shop with, we used to basically, when we bought the figures, we used to sometimes line up the loose figures in the back of my parents' place, do a line and see how long the line was. And we occasionally got some tables out as well and put our whole collection together and took photos. That was great fun as well. So that was great memories. And yeah, so going on, I saw Revenge of the Sith in cinemas. I didn't see Attack of the Clones in the cinemas. I do have some Attack of the Clones figures and some Revenge of the Sith figures as well, and vintage collection, but I don't collect those anymore. The sentimental lines for me, the most special, is the first three. So Kenner, Power of the Force, and the Phantom Menace. Absolutely amazing. I love them. And just to say that up to now, I'm still open for any Kenner if I can afford it. If I see any at shows or in shops and I can afford it, then I may well pick up Kenner. Phantom Menace I am working on currently, when I see them, that is, in shops or at shows. If it's something I haven't got on this line, I will pick it up. And the Power of the Force I'm not really buying now as such, but those are the three lines that are very sentimental to me. Very special, because I remember buying them when I was younger and when I was a teenager, so it's very special, so very sentimental. I remember when in 2012, when I was in my late 20s, that year I bought about 108 figures, Star Wars figures. I bought loads. I used to go to there was a town that's fairly local to me. I used to go there quite regularly to see if I can buy some more Star Wars figures, which I did. So I bought loads of Star Wars figures, Power of the Force mainly. Absolutely awesome. So I used to buy loads, bought loads of figures in that year, which was great. I do go to Comic Cons, so I've been doing Comic Cons since I was 16 years old, to shows, and I remember one show was basically Star Wars. It wasn't a massive event. It was once a year. It was at like a sports centre. It was a town local to me, and it was once a year, and it was just great. It was great fun. It was all Star Wars. Used to see some of the actors there. Michael Sheard, Dave Prowse, Jeremy Bulloch, Paul Blake, Jerome Blake, Warwick Davis, Kenny Baker, Richard LaParmentier. That's just a few of them there. And I used to be able to go up to them, get their autograph, and then just you've got memorabilia. You've got the tables for memorabilia. Absolutely awesome. And I've been to other Comic Cons as well. There's small events, there's bigger ones. So I've been to a lot of Comic Cons, and I'm so grateful to have met many Star Wars actors over the years at Comic Cons, and you can go up to them, talk to them, get the autographs, get photos with them. Here's just one example. So basically I was very blessed and lucky to meet Gary Kurtz. So there's a photo of me and Gary Kurtz together, and I called him Star Wars royalty. And there's the autograph. Absolutely amazing. I'm so thrilled to have that. Very, very special. But I have picked up some figures at shows as well, and I'll show you another one I've picked up at a Comic Con. It's a box Darth Vader. Absolutely awesome. So I have picked up quite a lot of Comic Cons over the years. It's absolutely amazing. And I still go to Comic Cons, and I do plan to go to many more in the future. And I'm just so lucky to have met a load of the actors, and you've got memorabilia as well, so you can go around the stalls and pick stuff up, and it's just great, absolutely awesome. And interact with people as well, which is fantastic. So brilliant. The new films. You've got the new ones, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One and Solo. I saw all of those in the cinema. I saw Rogue One twice, and I just want to show that I got the bucket. This was filled with popcorn, but out to that high. Absolutely awesome. So I got that. Great memory. And there's the drinks mug. But I went twice for Rogue One. I went on my own first, and then I took my dad. Went with my dad the second time. And then Rise of Skywalker, I got a bucket. They didn't do any of these for Last Jedi. There wasn't any there. And I've got the drinks mug here as well. Absolutely awesome. It's just great memories. that I've had, and it's just absolutely amazing. And those 11 Star Wars films are my 11 favourite films of all time. Star Wars films are the best, brilliant. I've also picked up for Rise of Skywalker the cereal packets, and it's basically has the it's got Rey there, so you can see it advertising the film basically. So I picked up all these different cereal boxes. I eat the cereal as well. That's Kylo Ren. But absolutely awesome. So I'm glad to have these. So they're amazing as well. Absolutely awesome. I did on the new films. I did buy some of the 6-inch figures, but I traded all them. But I do have TIE Fighters for Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So I've got 2 TIE Fighters here, sealed in box. But I don't buy the new stuff. Like I say, the only lines I'll buy now, because they're very sentimental to me, would be the original Kenner, Power of the Force, and the Phantom Menace. They're my 3 favourite lines, and then the first 3 lines made. They're very, very special to me, those lines. They're the ones I'll collect. And like I said, the ones I really would buy now would be the old Kenner and the Phantom Menace. Power of the Force, not so much, but never say never. But they're the 3 lines I'll go for because they're very sentimental to me. I also did pick this up at one show one year, 2013 I think the year was, and that's Carrie Fisher's autograph. Yeah, it was 2013 I picked this up. Had to have it when I saw it. Absolutely awesome. So it was Carrie Fisher. Awesome piece that is. But yeah, this video is just basically to run through the history of my Star Wars collecting, how it all started. So it started with the 3 films. I loved it, watched them so many times, and then started seeing the figures, and then wow. And for most collectors, it's the figures that are really the heart of the collecting. Absolutely awesome. I do have other items as well, but the best is the figures. I love the figures, and I also love going to Comic Cons, getting the autographs and meeting the actors. I'm very blessed to have met many. Just amazing, great times, great memories, and I plan to go to many more Comic Cons in the future, and hopefully pick up some more Star Wars memorabilia as well. Didn't buy much on eBay as such for Star Wars, mainly Buffy, and I'll go through that more on the Buffy video. I have done YouTube videos in the past on Star Wars, and I do plan to do some more in the future, hopefully. Do some more on Star Wars as well. So that'd be absolutely awesome, so stay tuned. I can't guarantee when or anything like that, but I do plan to do some more Star Wars in the future on this channel, I hope. Yeah, that's about it really. I don't want to go on too long, but I just want to run through the history of my Star Wars collecting with you. I hope you've enjoyed this, and coming up next will be the Buffy episode, on collecting on Buffy, history on that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Take care of yourselves, and I'd just like to say, may the Force be with you.